Would just be my suggestion. If I were in the party, I would say make sure you don't lose track.
So there are two more grates we haven't checked out.
Yeah, here and here.
Should we go check those?
Yeah. I'll write right here with Ken.
Does Legba react strangely as I walk towards this other grate?
Oh wait, I'm gonna give one of you guys the pendant first, just in case there's anything. So we hold the pendant up to the grate. Anything happen?
So which grade did you go to?
This one.
So you're all over there?
Yeah.
Okay. As Vincenzo holds his pendant up to the grate, a faint glow begins to spread across the metal bars. More and more points of light appear and begin to draw glowing lines that take form in depictions of vine-like corals. Meeting in the center of the grid where three skulls, each with a unique captain's hat, are situated around a strange symbol, a spiral compass marked with 7 points. And glowing in even stranger sea green light. The pendant trembles in Vincenzo's hand and lets out a few pulsing hums as the strange glyphs are fully revealed. A sharp hiss of quickly inhaled breath comes from Ken, who seems to have lost all focus on his bindings in favor of a tense and discerning stare at the grate.
Shall we explore? I got a crowbar. Well, first I'm gonna try to open the grate first. Does it open?
If you're just pulling on it, no.
Okay. I'm gonna use the crowbar to try to open the grate.
Roll a
Strength.
strength check.
Strength. I got. What do I
So
roll?
roll your
D20.
and add your strength bonus.
So plus 3.
What'd you get?
9.
A 9.
6 plus 3.
You swung your crowbar at it.
Yeah.
It bounces back and hits you in the nose. You take 1 damage.
Take 1 damage.
Is it in the middle of the pattern? There's 3 pirates.
There's 3 skulls, each wearing a unique pirate's hat.
Can I take one of the
I
hats?
want to do a history check and see if I
They're
can
symbols on the
recognize
grate.
Any of the pirate hats.
They're just glowing symbols that appear when you put your thing. I'm sorry, what was the question?
I want to see if I do a history check and see if I recognize any of the pirates.
Go for it.
So let's see. Yeah, just a 5.
You recognize that the one in the middle seems more recent than the other ones. More the recent style than the others.
Are they all lit up, or is one more lit up than the others?
The compass and the 3 skulls are glowing a deeper sea green light than the others.
Is the compass evenly lit across all of its surface?
Yes, it is. So there's clearly magic on the gate. This is just me, like, kind of. There's magic on the gate. You've got Ken acting weird behind you, looking at it.
Can I make Ken try and open the grate?
You can ask him.
Well, okay, Ken's acting weird, so I'm gonna. Can I roll intimidation to try to scare an answer out of him?
So you're going to question him,
Yeah.
and you're willing to intimidate him.
Yes.
Ken offers up before the intimidation. He said you'd find this, that the blood of the sea would wake it, that only the voice could open it, but that it might ask a price.
The blood of the sea.
He refuses to say more unless persuaded or magically compelled.
I am going to slice my hand and put it on the symbols. Because I am of the sea. Does that do anything?
Blood steams and hisses, but nothing happens.
but nothing happens. But it steams and hisses.
You can still intimidate him. Like
Do
said,
I
he
take
wouldn't-
damage for cutting my hand?
We'll say no because I already made you bust your nose.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, you still didn't try to persuade him. He offered that up before you intimidated. So if you want to intimidate, you can roll to intimidate.
Okay, I'm gonna roll to intimidate him because this guy's keeping secrets. I rolled my 20, right?
Yes.
And this is
In
my.
general, when you're rolling for like your skills or your stats, your 20 is your main dice, your main die.
11. What do I add for my
Your
bonuses?
intimidate bonus. So look down your list.
Plus 3. So I have 14.
Success.
And
The old
what-
man. He said he was a cabin boy on the ship of the old pirate king himself. Said old Captain Teague had dark dealings with some kind of mages, some of the worst, he said. Half his lockers emptied and then some bought him what he needed. Future for his legacy, locked away safe until he could reclaim it, or pass it on to his replacement. The pendant was a magic key to reveal the door, but it won't let you enter on its own. You'll need the true song or some such rubbish. That's all I know, love.
Yeah. I blushed a little bit.
You guys want to do any kind of inspection on the gate or smack it again? And I can
Is
repeat.
this-
I'm happy to repeat any of like if you guys just want to hear something twice.
So,
whatever.
okay, why did my blood sizzle though?
It's a good question.
Okay, we already know it's magical, so will this detect magic scroll do anything?
Yes. You gonna use it?
I'm gonna use the detect magic scroll.
The gate glows with abjuration and divination. It seems to be watching your party.
This thing has a brain that we can't see. I don't trust it.
You gonna roll perception?
No, I already used my detect magic scroll, and it's emitting.
So somebody's watching
You
us.
can't but anybody can roll for perception, insight, investigation, arcana, history, things like that to see if one of those.
This isn't a religion thing, is it? Will that work?
I don't know. You wanna try it?
Yeah. Maybe I heard some weird voodoo rumor.
These symbols
15.
Okay. 15?
Yeah.
These symbols resemble divine binding rings, likely tied to oaths or secrets kept at sea.
Do I know any songs?
Probably not the one that opens this one.
Do you want to try singing out?
Yeah.
What are you gonna sing? Specifically, what did you say?
Hips don't lie. Shakira. I was kidding. Well, what songs do I know?
So you're a pirate, so you would know shanty songs, and I literally will allow you to sing anything. Nobody has to know where these songs came from. You're a pirate. You've probably been to many port towns and heard many things, so it could be hips don't lie. That's fine.
Wait, I want it to be something meaningful. I sing My Heart Will Go On. I sling thing on.
What is your
Every night in my dreams.
what does performance rely on? Is that charisma?
Yeah.
What's your charisma?
12.
Do you have a performance enhancement?
Where do I check that?
It's gonna be one of the
Plus one.
Plus one.
I also I'm gonna use the bonus action to Tina twerk in front of it. In case that does something.
So you're singing "My Heart Will Go On."
Yeah, well, it's Tina twerking.
Are you thinking of anything, of anybody while you're singing this?
My mother.
Okay, roll for your performance then.
Lip sync for. What's that? I got 14.
14 plus 1 is 15.
I let
As your
sing.
music echoes through the tunnel, the lights on these symbols grow brighter and brighter until you notice something nobody noticed before. A small, almost perfectly pendant-shaped recess right between the three skulls.
A what?
Perfectly pendant-shaped recess. A little
An
divot
indent.
in there that seems to fit.
I'm gonna put my pendant in it.
Are you still singing?
Yeah.
As you press the pendant into the sigil, it glows brighter and begins to hum. The vibration synchronizes with the pendant, and the hum grows into a harmonic note, much like the starting chord of a sea chant. And a voice, barely a whisper, flows out of the tunnel and through the gate. A song sung true to pass the test, and mother the sea lay liars to rest. The gate grinds open with a sound like a whale exhaling, revealing an ancient corridor, drier, older, and more structured. Within you find murals of Edward Teague, a map carved into coral wall panels, charting an island that looks very much like Dragon Island. Half-burned candles line the bottom edges of the depictions, and the chest sits under the largest mural, locked tight, seemingly undisturbed by the passage of time and unmarred by the dank environment. As Vincenzo approaches, it begins to glow with symbols of a strange language.
Do you know that language?
I recognize the language.
Jonathan can tell that it says, "Blood of the sea, oaths of the blood, may the king's seed bloom."
Papa?
What did it say?
Blood of the sea, oaths of the blood, may the king's seed bloom. I can repeat it again.
That's
I'm
what
imagining,
Ken
like,
was
when you say Papa. When you say Papa, I'm imagining Johnny Depp's god awful Willy Wonka. Daddy? Papa. Oh, he does the lip. Papa. Who happened to be Christopher Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
Oh, the dentist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dentist who didn't like buttons.
I hated that movie so much.
It was awful. It was fucking. I still haven't seen the Chalamet one yet.
Which movie?
Oh, that one's.
The
Willy
Willy
Wonka.
Wonka with Johnny Depp as Willy Wonka. Don't
Oh,
just
yeah.
save yourself the trouble. The Oompa Loompa songs are kind of worth it, but nothing else.
That whole like franchise is just weird.
It really, really was.
Even the original.
I like the original though. Gene,
I don't know, with
Gene
the-
Wilder is fucking amazing. I love him
With
so
the
much.
chicken head, I'm still traumatized about that. Alright, so can I draw the map?
Yes, you may here have a card, and you can just write down map of Dragon's Island.
Is there anything else to notice in this room with a perception check?
Go for it.
Okay. 19 plus 3 is 22.
Bari is the first to notice that Edward Teague is wearing a clasp around his cloak that has
Clasp?
the same assemblage of your pendant.
Oh, Ken's still with us.
Yeah.
Well, you're kind of dragging. He's tied up, so
Yeah.
he's there. But yeah, he's probably feeling pretty pissed off that you guys found what he was looking for. Because remember what he was doing when y'all first came. Well, sorry, Jonathan's the only one who saw him holding a pendant up to a grate and looking frustrated.
You know what? I'm gonna blindfold him.
That's fine. You can do that.
I'm blindfolding Ken.
Ken is now tied and blindfolded.
And I'm walking right behind him, so he into this grate. I hold up the pendant. Does anything glow?
On the chest.
Yes, pulsing light comes from the chest, both through the cracks and the vague imagery, what could be symbols along the outside.
First, okay, you know what? Before I do anything, I'm gonna pray to my heavenly Father, Balaru,
Bahamut.
Bahamut, Bahamut. Does that do anything?
Yes, actually. The depiction of Dragon's Island seems to shake and let loose a little bit of debris, dust, and rubble.
Can I open the chest? Is there like a thing to put the pendant in to open it?
Do you want to try?
Yes.
Did the map shaking reveal anything new on the map? Okay.
Do I have to roll?
A smaller version of the same three symbols appears on the chest. 3 skulls, 3 different pirates' hats.
I'm gonna start singing again.
What are you singing?
The same song.
Still thinking about your mom?
Yeah.
The lock disintegrates in arcane wisps, and the chest opens.
Oh.
Wait,
with
the
your
what?
Voice.
The lock disintegrates into arcane wisps, magical smoke, and the lock is now gone. You can now open the chest.
What's in it?
Teague's silvered stiletto, a short sword. that gives you-
stiletto.
Yeah, well, a knife, not the shoe. Although if you want it to be a shoe, we can work on that. It's +1 to attack rolls against shapeshifters or fiends. On a natural 20, the target must succeed a DC 11 Constitution save or be silenced for 1 round. This blade whispers forgotten pirate oaths when drawn at night.
Is it a short sword?
It is.
I'm gonna give you this barnacle wrap scroll. A scroll case.
The coin of calling. Once per day, flick this ancient pirate coin to the wind. The face it lands on determines the result. Heads, you gain 1d6 temporary HP and advantage on your next persuasion check. Tails, you hear the whispered location of a nearby hidden or magical object. The barnacle wrapped scroll case, a waterproof reusable scroll case, contains an extra featherfall and a comprehend languages scroll. The Shantyman's ring requires attunement. Once per long rest allows the wearer to cast command as if sung, DC 12. If used while performing a song or chant, you gain advantage on the save, so you get to roll twice and take the best one. And a star-cut locket, a cracked silver locket engraved with constellations and a symbol resembling the pendant. Glows faintly when it's near Vincenzo or a wishbound item. Contains a tiny compartment with a strand of white hair. You also find 35 gold, 90 silver, and 4 platinum.
Can I divvy up the?
They are all minted with the Sea King's profile, so they were stamped with the head of the pirate Sea King.
How much of the gold stuff and
You get 35 gold, 90 silver coins, and 4 platinum coins.
35 gold and how much platinum?
4
Four.
platinum.
4 platinum is so each it goes up 100 at a time. So it takes 100 copper to make a silver. It takes 100 silver to make a gold. It takes
And how-
100 gold to make 1 platinum.
And how much silver?
You got
90.
90. Yes, 90.
90. I'm gonna give you 30. 30.
The
Because
silver.
yeah, the silver, and then I'll give you 10 and 10 gold, and then I'll give you guys. I'm gonna give you 2 platinum because
Ooh.
she's my bestie. I'm gonna give you 1 platinum.
You give 2 platinum to your bestie, but 1 to the guy who got your pendant back. you're a terrible, terrible jerk.
So 30 plus 6 gold. Well, I gave myself 1 platinum.
So technically the currency is 10 silver for it's.
I just
10,
quoted
it's
you.
not 100?
I just quoted you the currency from DD Online. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Please tell me what the actual
So it's just
exchange
10.
rate is.
So it's 10
Tens.
instead of 100. So like 10 copper make a silver, 10 silver make a gold, 10 gold. Make
What's
a
your
Thank-
guys'
thank you. That
weapon
makes so much more
situation?
sense. What's that?
You 2 are the only ones who can use swords.
You can't use a sword?
No.
I'm gonna
She
give-
could, but she would take a penalty
Yeah.
for trying to use something she isn't trained to use.
Wait, I'm gonna give you Teague's sword.
Does that mean Jonathan has 2 magical swords? And short
I
swords?
have the
Oh, you have the other one.
I have the other one, yeah. The Moon Piercer.
Cool.
I'm gonna give you
Yeah, the locket is why I had to ask about like what pendant are you talking about? Because I was like, shit, did I already put this in? I didn't mean to put it in.
I'm
there.
gonna give you. What does the barnacle wrap scroll do?
It's a scroll case, so it's a case that holds magic scrolls, but it's waterproof. So no matter what happens, if y'all
So
get
I
dumped
can
in the
put
sea,
my other scrolls.
I'm gonna
in.
put-
she can
give that
use
to
that.
you.
Yeah. And for now, she's the only one who can use it. You will be able to take Psy Warrior stuff at level 4, I think, and at that point, you will have access to some spells, and I think you can start using magic scrolls, depending on their level.
I'm gonna lend you the star cut locket, Jonathan.
Okay. You found my pendant. Here, hold this other one.
Well, actually, no. I'm gonna give it to you. Actually,
Yeah.
yeah. In hopes that you join me on my quest, on our quest.
What is a wishbound item?
So I don't remember. I looked it up before, but let me go ahead and quick check it for you.
Is it alright if I hold on to these two? You guys chill with that?
I mean, you're the one who sang the chest open. With
I don't want to be greedy.
Do you,
alright?
do you remember what the voice said as you were opening the door?
I don't. What did it say?
A
Can I re-
song sung true to pass the test, ere mother the sea lay liars to rest.
A song what?
A song sung true to pass the test, ere mother the sea,
The mother?
ere like or is kind of like that or
Air is before.
before, yeah.
Like ER?
E-R-E.
Her mother?
Ere mother the sea lay liars to rest. Oh God. My
Liars
script-
like a lie?
like a liar.
Yeah.
Like somebody who's a liar, but multiple liars lay liars to rest.
Does this mean anything to any of you guys?
No.
Good question. And we're at Wishbound.
I'm gonna give you the copy of the dragon's map
Okay.
because I feel like I am a drunken idiot.
Can I
who's
put
gonna-
the map in the scroll case? Will it fit?
Yes.
Okay.
You can put any piece of paper in there that
Cool.
basically whatever. We'll treat it like a bag of holding kind of thing. You can just somehow manage to fold up stuff that it always fills in. Wishbound items are items infused with the residual power of a wish, not necessarily the wish spell, but the cosmic intent of one.
Anything else? Can I roll perception to see if I notice anything else in
Oh,
there?
sorry. You do have 2 wishbound items. Vincenzo's pendant and that coin of calling you'll just pulled out. So while holding that locket near them,
They glow.
it will glow a little bit. It shows that they are somehow infused with the power of a wish.
A wish.
Like supposedly that fallen star that y'all are collecting the map for, like it will grant somebody one wish.
I do remember seeing the falling stars tattoo.
Yes.
Can I look at the map to see if it matches up? Does it match up at all?
Sure. You can look at it and you'd find a very similar symbol in its legend, but the legend doesn't make any sense to you in general.
Can I show it to Jonathan to see if he recognizes it?
You could.
Jonathan? Do you notice
Jonathan, would you
anything?
like to roll a? What would be? Would that be your? Would that be history, probably? If he's trying to look, if he's trying to think about a language.
Yeah, it's
Sorry to
probably-
ask for help here.
It's probably history.
Yeah. 15.
15. All right, then Jonathan, you would notice that this seems to be part of a script that would indicate royal rights or a king's privilege.
The coin.
Sorry, wait, what were you
The
looking
key
at?
on the map.
The key on the map, the symbol that matches, that seems to match the tattoo that you guys saw on the one guy.
It points to an heir of the throne.
It points to a king's right or privilege. something to say like this belonged to the king. Like peasants aren't supposed to touch it.
And
That
I-
great big airy thing of it.
And, oh, and there was that great big airy thing.
Yeah, his droit
What do you mean?
seigneur.
Did the king keep pets? His droit de seigneur.
This is
Needed
all
a lot of
confusing.
exercise. It did. We should watch that movie together sometime. That movie's fucking great.
Is there anything else in this tunnel?
Uh,
Should I roll perception?
after pulling everything out of the chest, you notice two things at the bottom: a wax sealed bottle of vintage ghost rum.
I'm gonna chug that.
now?
Wait, no. Okay, what's Ghost Rum? Does it do anything to you?
Yeah. It does.
I just heard rum and I was like, yeah. Yeah.
I'm not good at this. There we go. Bam.
What else is at the bottom of the chest?
There's a spyglass with faintly glowing runes so long as it's near the center. The spyglass, I guess I should write you a card for that. It has a once per day detect magic for 1 minute.
You can have that since you have witchy abilities.
Well, it glows when it's near you.
Okay, what was it?
It's a spyglass. And it will function like detect magic once per day. And the detect magic will last for 1 minute.
Is this also a wish-bound item?
Yes.
It seems to me like whoever packed this treasure chest found a way to make a bunch of wishes. Because there was a bunch of magical wish-bound items in it.
Well, since you guys have been in this room for a while and it's pretty well protected, now, if you like, you could take a short rest.
Is that enough time to attune an item?
Yes.
So if you wanted to attune your ring, this would be a time to do that.
How do I attune my ring?
You
You
have
just
to put
decide.
it on and
Yeah, you-
decide that you're gonna.
Like you're going to have that ring attuned to you.
I'm gonna put on the ring.
How many spell slots do you get back from a short rest? Half?
Is it half of your total or half of what you use? I think it's half of your total.
Okay.
Same with HP.
Wait, it says cast command as if sung. What does that mean?
As if you had been a bard singing the spell command. Or you guys have already seen it happen once. Marena said, "Sit!"
Oh.
She was casting command.
I have a spell card for command I can give you that shows what it does.
Alright.
It's not-
So we're sleeping right now, right?
Just
You're not.
taking a short
You're just kind of
rest.
resting, and you guys are going to all level up.
Oh.
What do we level to?
You're going to level 2 for now.
Yeah, so I think technically you don't actually get any spell slots back from
Oh.
a short rest.
Oh, okay.
And
So
you
we
don't-
played wrong when we said.
And you get your hit. You get to roll a hit die if you want. So you don't just get half your health back. You have to roll a hit die.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Well then let's do that. Thank you, Jonathan.
So what do you
Sorry,
roll?
Joshua.
What is
For
your
knowing
your
that.
hit die should be a D8. Or probably.
It's a D10, it looks like.
Oh, fighter's D10. So you roll a D10 and you can gain back.
I don't
that
think you
health
lost
points.
any health.
He
I
did. He got
lost 2 health.
He smacked himself in the nose with his frickin'
This is a D10, right?
Yes.
crowbar.
I got
So you
6.
can heal back up to your max. Your claws are very sharp.
Alright, so leveling up.
shall we discuss what to do with Ken?
We got a little up
Yeah,
first.
first you gotta level up your character. So let me pick that up. Joshua, are you already aware of what you're gonna do with your character? Do you need me to pull anything up for you?
Nah.
Sensei, would you like me to pull up what happens when you level up?
Yes.
Let me see my D8.
Feel free.
I feel like a Pokemon right now, evolving.
Yeah, well, so Pokemon, a lot of the whole Japanese RPG style came from Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh yeah.
They took the idea of gaining experience points to level up and get stronger, and they ran with it, and now it's fucking infused to over half the games, I swear. Hell, even some of those shooter games let you build experience.
Bam.
Yeah.
Mr. Jarvis, what are you doing?
So you get a new skill called Action. It's a skill. Action Surge.
What does that mean?
Do you still have your the papers I gave you with all of your potential actions, the little packet?
Yeah.
So you maybe add it to the end of that list there. You can also use the back of your paper, or I can get you some new paper.
So action surge.
Action Surge. You push yourself beyond your normal limits for a moment. Although in your world, pirate fighters would have called this skill flipping the blade or fighting dirty.
And how long does that last?
On your turn, you can take one additional action on top of your regular action and a possible bonus. So you get one extra action on your turn. You can only use this skill once per short rest. Short or long rest.
I'm gonna add to my action list
Yeah.
Tina's work for a bonus action.
Oh no! This would be like on your turn, you get to take another one of your actions. Like you can like swing
Yeah.
twice and then still chug a beer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add Tina's work to my bonus actions.
Sure.
In case.
We can call that a performance. I'll allow that. In. Why not? We'll see if it impresses anybody or if it gets you stabbed.
It's just for me and Ken.
This will be great for making an extra attack. You can also use it to dash twice, so you could like go double twice as far.
Oh yeah.
So you could like basically move. If somehow you were fully separated from the group, you could use this to make a mad dash to rejoin the group.
Hold on, I'm gonna take this phone call real quick.
Go for it.
Bye.
Hello. Hi. I do not, but I did. Oh, that's where I was like concerned
Oh, I was wrong. Side Warrior Hunting is
Hey.
level 3. If he chooses to take it.
She's like a week out. What do you get that?
I got cunning action.
Oh, hell yes.
I get my channel divinity at second level.
Sweet. You might actually need that.
Yeah. Yeah, I was when I talked to Emma, it was like she told me that they have a opening in about a week, and so her mom is gonna pay for a hotel for them, and ask them to stay in for a week. But
Is that the only skill you gain, Liz?
yeah, that's what I was told.
And Joshua, that's the only one you gain.
Yeah.
Stunning action. So Jonathan, having are you looking for that dripping sound, Charles? Are you going to attack the scary stuff in the tunnel?
Oh, you get another first level spell slot.
Yeah, I get another first level spell slot. I think I get another cantrip too.
No,
Not until third level.
not until fourth.
Until fourth.
Yeah, you have 3 cantrips, and you get 4 when you're 4th level.
I have a bonus.
I'm so
one, I have
grateful you have that book and you remember more than I do.
Yeah.
So I get 3 first level spells.
Hopefully, as this campaign starts getting really gritty, between me deciding on what's working and what's not working, and you helping me correct my incorrect assumptions, I will be more of a dungeon master and less of a player needing help.
Where the fuck am I moving? It's just gone.
I like to imagine the reason Charles is going ham on the scratching post is he just can't figure out why people aren't paying attention to him.
Nobody wants to fucking love me.
Yeah, I'm gonna start a church.
That's also another good grift.
Yeah, but not for a grift,
Like,
actually. That's the one thing that I want to do that's not a grift.
Just don't call spiritual enlightenment kicking, please.
And it clicks.
No, I fucking love that guy until he started a religion. What's that? Athene?
Bro, that's right.
There's a schism that should have happened. Christians, there's been many Christian
That
schisms.
should have happened.
There's a schism that should have happened that never did.
Which one?
Which is
Like
it's like the whole schism that happened between the debate of like the Trinity versus the Godhead, where it's like, is Jesus a human who is like a human created by God, or is he God in human form?
So there is like,
Right. And so
so
it's
there
like-
was different people in my church where I was baptized that were like, Jesus is God. And there were people like, Jesus was the perfect human.
Yeah, that's one of the first Christian schisms, is the Trinity versus the Godhead. And there should have been a schism before that, which is whether or not the divinity of Christ even matters. Which is whether or not.
Well, we had plenty of prophets who, subsequent prophets, kind of invalidated. So that makes sense. Like, is the Christ a single thing? Is it bigger than a prophet, less than a prophet? And is God's mind changeable? In that case, we already know the answer. The Bible tells us very clearly, yes, God can change his mind about things. Excuse you. And I love how he didn't actually claw. He like is super angry at this, and then he reaches over at your hair and he just kind of gently like, hey, can you notice? He really
But no, I
likes
mean, it's like, what I mean is that it's like, if you do what Jesus says, you live your life as he says to, but you don't personally believe in the divinity of Jesus Christ, that doesn't matter. Whether or not you personally believe in the divinity of Jesus Christ does not matter.
Yeah,
as far
his
as
big
your
deal
salvation
was
is concerned.
be kind, be forgiving, care about everybody.
Yeah, but that's the Christian schism that should have happened but never did, which was the question of, does the divinity of Christ even matter?
Like,
Or
are you worshiping Christ because you were told if you don't, you're going to hell? Or are you worshiping Christ because you believe in the teachings he's spreading? Is sort of where that divides.
And I think that
that's a big
where-
divide for me. Is like, I absolutely love the teachings of Jesus, and I wish that people would put more focus on reading the red words in the Bible and not just the ones that they think fit their current situation.
Yeah, so I wanna.
Oh, I got something at first level. I don't know if you knew I had.
What's that?
Circle of Mortality. If I'm healing a target at 0 HP, I don't have to roll dice. I just do the maximum of what the dice roll would be.
Oh,
Nice.
didn't you do that? Didn't you roll dice for?
He wasn't at
somebody?
0 HP.
Okay.
But if someone's at 0 HP, I can just say no. I
Oh
automatically.
no, y'all stabilized the one guy.
I stabilized
up in
him.
the.
And that was a cantrip.
Yeah. I might actually. I noticed that you're keeping a journal here, and I might actually, when I go to start trying to make the little comic strip,
But
I might ask you for some of your notes.
But
I am going to try to just transcribe that whole video.
My thing I just got was second level is my channel divinity. It's called Path to the Grave. As an action on my turn, I can.
So Silver must have an effect on something in the system. somewhere.
Werewolves.
Leprechauns. I've seen leprechaun movies.
So, as you guys are resting, Vicente is contemplating. Did you restart that? As you guys are resting, Vincenzo hears a whisper in his mind while he's looking at his pendant.
Oh, so I developed psychosis.
I mean, you are going to become a sci fighter.
Wait, so
The whisper doesn't take form in full words, but he gets the image that he needs to wake up, or he needs to accomplish some personal goal, but it doesn't make a lot of sense to you. In that moment, you figure out how to do your action surge or your Tina twerk.
19 is quick. Do I wake up though?
You guys are just resting, not necessarily sleeping. During a long rest, we actually progress to the next day. Everybody fully heals, everybody gets their spells back, all of your items reset, all that good stuff. Liz, what did you gain, you said?
I gained channel divinity.
While resting, Bari happens to make eye contact with Legba, who, aside from still looking rather scared, freezes for a moment and staring directly back into Bari's eyes. And Bari hears the call, the connection to more divine things, learning that skill.
Here's the divine message to you.
Jonathan, contemplating all of the languages he doesn't really understand, but he's been forced to read and try to translate for people, develops a few more cunning modes of thinking, and therefore gets his cunning action.
Does anything happen with Chef?
He burps.
He rips a
Your
little
ear.
fireball.
Okay, maybe like beside your ear. Past it. And then he gives you a little lizard kiss.
Oh. I wish I got a Ken kiss, but you know.
I mean, you got him tied up. Actually, no, let's not do any forced sexual. But he might like that.
No, Ken's right now is my enemy.
Ken probably has to be.
It's P.
I'm sure. I mean, don't you think? Right?
Yeah, he did drink a lot, you know. I don't know if you drink a lot
All right.
actually.
So is everybody done adding your HP and your new skills and everything? All right.
Yes. Shall we check the other grate?
I think we might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
It's not gonna be as exciting as this
see if
one.
there's some dudes.
I hold the pendant up. Anything happen?
Nothing happens.
I'm gonna use the crowbar to. Or I'm gonna actually try to just open it this time.
Just gonna try to pull on it.
Yeah, it does
It
open.
doesn't open just from a pull.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the crowbar then.
So you're rolling for your strength. So add your strength modifier to whatever you roll.
I got 19 in total.
You crash through the rusted, nasty grates.
Do I have my tetanus shot?
As Vincenzo is tearing apart this grate, Legba finally reaches a height to her anxiety and starts screaming and clucking behind you, causing
can I-
you all to turn around.
I'm gonna have my lizard dragon eat your chicken.
As two coral encrusted oozes. Where are you guys at? Like right here.
Right here.
We could just say he's like tied up over here somewhere. Reflections. This is all water behind you, right?
Yeah. But I mean, it's not. You said it was shallow enough to walk in.
Yeah.
Wait, is he just tied up right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're not. Are they gonna attack him?
Probably not. He's not a threat.
Okay.
Two coral encrusted oozes drip from the ceiling. Debris
Ooh.
and nasty things stuck inside them.
Mostly bits of coral that seem to have washed into this nasty tunnel and given them something to absorb and try to suck on.
Can I throw salt on them?
We gotta roll for
We're
initiative.
gonna roll for initiative.
That's my D20.
Yeah.
Oh, I got 7.
I got 3. But you add
Oh.
add to it, and you add a 2. So you got 9.
I got 9.
We were meeting.
That's, it's not hiding under those papers right there, right? All right. Oh, we should have done it this way. That's fine.
So we both got 3. Who goes first? The ooze or me?
Here, roll your 20 again. We'll decide. What'd you get?
4.
4. Roll again.
19.
I got a buck, which is a 1. So you'll be taking the first turn
Before the ooze.
before
okay.
the ooze. So we'll actually just put. Make this a 2. Do you guys want tabs for yours, or just gonna remember what you got?
I remember.
I got 9.
You got a 9.
Plus 2. 7 plus 2.
Got it. And then what did you do? 8. Alrighty. So I guess it makes sense that the oozes drip down. I didn't think to make it a surprise attack, but the 15 will go first. Alright, who's closest to the 15 ooze?
Vincenzo.
Can I use my finger of fire?
You'll be able to on your turn. You mean have your lizard do it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. What was your armor class?
12.
The ooze pulses and seems to enlarge the sizes of its coral for a moment before splitting its coral into shards that spin through the air towards you, but they totally fucking miss. And that's the next person's turn.
Vincenzo.
Vincenzo.
I'm gonna use my finger of fire. Or is that? Can that be used as a bonus action?
your
Because it's
lizard.
coming from your lizard, yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use my. I'm gonna use my sword, the Moon Piercer. I roll my d6, right?
No, first you roll a hit with your d20.
Yeah,
A
first,
D20,
yeah, you roll
right.
that to make sure you hit.
So add your bonus.
Where's my bonus?
Your
Strength?
strength or dexterity, whatever
You
you're
get
using.
to pick whichever one.
I'm gonna do my strength, so 5 plus 3, 8.
You stumble a little, but you manage to make contact. How did you hit it?
Did I roll my d6 for that?
D6 is a cube.
The cube, yeah, the regular.
6.
You got a 6. Right.
Oh, we should have added +1 to hit when it was. We
Oh.
actually got 1 more to hit because it's dark.
I got 8,
Uh,
technically.
You got 9, you mean?
9, yeah.
9, yeah.
And you did 6 damage to it.
Yes.
Alrighty. And then you said you're going to do a bonus action as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna use finger fire. I have a enchanted dragon that is
Little fire lizard named
that can't
Chef.
grow. Can I like can he evolve like a Pokemon if I get enough?
I can probably find a way to make something interesting like that happen.
So I'm gonna I have to it says so I have to roll my d20 to hit, right?
Is that how that works for a spell?
Finger fire.
Depends on the spell.
Because the thing is, it's just like, who knows if the spell is actually wonderful.
Chef was
Yeah,
gift for
Finger
my
of Fire is also something I stole from you. So.
So I throw
First finger of death, but not finger of fire.
It's not what is this one?
Would that be anything in the handbook?
Let's see.
Oh shit.
So we're gonna call that a 1d6 fire damage. That looks interesting. But
Here, you could use Firebolt for it. It's a cantrip.
what's the how does that work?
So it is an on-hit thing, so you'd have to roll to hit,
And you add intellect to that?
or whatever his dragon uses to cast it.
His mouth.
Well, no, like whatever skill his dragon uses.
Dracarys.
Did we
Chef.
ever decide on stats for pets?
My pet is purely a pet. It doesn't have stats.
Okay. Yeah, because it doesn't have attack.
Yeah, it doesn't attack. Just
Does that mean my pet can die?
So we're gonna say that your pet has +1 to hit.
Wait, I roll my 20
sure.
to hit. 17.
All right, you definitely hit.
Okay, so then you do 1d10.
1d10.
Yep.
So the oozes
Wait, you
are
gotta-
vulnerable to fire, so you roll twice and add them together.
That's this one?
Oh, okay. So
8.
8 plus.
9.
You killed it. What happens?
What do you mean what happens?
What
How does it die?
I said
How does it die?
Dracarys and and the thing bursts into flames.
It screams. It's horrible. It's terrible. But it dies.
But the coral, like each coral thing that's on it, all has their own separate scream.
Okay.
So it's haunting.
I like that. It's disgusting. All right, and that would make it Jonathan's turn, I believe.
Yeah.
I've been doing all the work here.
I swear to God, this keeps getting loud.
This guy's dead. Right?
Yes.
So I do like a little. I'll do like a shuffle. So I'll go
Cupid
like.
shuffle.
So I'll do like whoa, around, back to the back of the slime, and just fucking go for it with my new sword.
You're doing a melee attack?
Yeah, with my short sword. Alright, so that's a.
You only got to beat an AC 8 to hit it.
Yeah, so I have a 15 to hit.
So that's a hit.
That's a hit. And then it's sneak attack, so I get my 2d6 plus 2. So 8 damage.
8.
Yeah.
Right. And then I think it's. Oh, did you have a bonus action you wanted to take?
What do I? No. No, I don't have a bonus action.
And I can't use my dragon until another like short rest or a long rest.
He just can't use his little fire thing again until a short rest.
Can you scratch them?
You could probably try, but you
This
probably
be like a 1d4.
yeah, you'd be better off using your bonus action to use your your since you
short
have-
sword?
Yeah, since
Yeah.
you're offhanding. I would highly suggest not sacrificing your.
Can I use my Stein as a weapon?
Yes.
Word.
I think it's a 1d6 bludgeon if you use it melee, but if you throw it, it's a 1d4.
Is it me?
Yes.
I'm
Your
gonna
turn.
smack this thing.
That's my house.
Actually, first I'm gonna curse it
You're gonna curse it.
with my
Ooh, okay.
path to the grave, and then I'm gonna smack it.
Path to the grave.
Okay. 6 doesn't hit. Alright.
No.
Then I'm gonna move backwards a little bit.
That will trigger an attack of opportunity.
It will?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
that's
then
true.
I don't move. Okay.
I would have missed that. Thank you, Joshua. And now it's the other ooze's turn, right?
Yeah.
The only living ooze.
Oh, you did you curse the creature?
I did curse it.
Okay. So the next time it does take a hit, it has no vulnerability.
Or it is complete vulnerability.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
No
sorry.
resistance.
It has no resistance in this. That's right. Alrighty. As with the other one, this this ooze starts to pulse. Its nasty corals seeming to get slightly larger before splitting into pieces and flying out towards who's closest? Either you or Jonathan.
Yeah.
I'm just basking in my success.
So it looks like it's going for Jonathan. And what's your AC?
12.
As before, the shards go flying off into fucking nowhere and completely miss. It pulses, angrily seemingly, if oozes can even look angry. And we go back to the top.
Great to see you again.
I'm gonna move close to it, and that's one action, right?
No, it's just your movement.
Alright.
You still have an action and a bonus action.
See you attack it again.
I'm gonna use my. I'm actually gonna use my Moon Piercer again.
Alright, so you roll the hit, roll your 20, and add your strength or dex modifier, whichever is bigger.
9,
Alright, you got a hit?
and I roll my D6, right?
Yes.
4. Oops.
Whoops.
I don't add anything to it, right?
Is it just a hit?
Oh, 5. So plus 1.
Yeah.
So 5.
So you do 5 damage, and do you want to do a bonus attack, a bonus action attack?
Yeah. So I could still use my Moon Piercer for that, right?
Yes.
So I roll to hit.
Yes. Ken? No, I think you have to have a second one.
Yeah, you have to have a weapon.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever your offhand is. So basically, there's you're traditionally deciding like what 2 weapons you're holding in a fight.
Let me use my short sword. But I rolled a 6 plus 3, 9.
That's a 9.
I will try to remember to ask what 2 weapons you're holding next time we start a fight. So you got a 9.
Yeah.
It didn't have resistances for the first hit. It did for this, but that's still okay. And it seems to deflate like a nasty balloon that was full of gel or something. Or you can tell me how you killed it, Mr.
If it deflated like that, it like sound like a balloon.
Total fart.
Yeah. Man, I was doing all the work over there. Well, you did curse it, so.
One of them dropped 1 gold coin and the other one drops 2 that seem to be part of the nasty debris they collected. So you're getting 3 gold coins for this fight, plus the experience for the slimes.
Is Legbus still freaking out?
She seems calmer.
What about Chef?
coughing a little bit after that nasty fire he used to inflame the slime. Generally seems okay.
What does Chef eat?
Does he eat
Metal,
Metal.
and
metal and spicy peppers?
spicy pepper, sure.
And meat.
I'm gonna feed.
Sediment and elements that it can use to create.
I'm gonna
stuff
feed
in
him-
its fire bladder.
I'm gonna feed him one of my gold coins.
Probably more like bubble gum to him, but sure.
It'd be better to just teach a single age.
So we go into the grate. Is there anything in there?
No, it was just a nasty sewer tunnel with nothing but
Cacas.
a good reason to disturb some slimes that have been stalking you guys from the ceiling.
All right, so we're done. We're done with the sewer, right?
So, are you saying you would like to
Escape. Oh.
escape?
So you decide to head back up to the barn.
So y'all are heading back towards the entrance.
With Ken in tow.
And so,
Oh, on my way out though, I'm filling up my stein, and
well, let me stop you right there. Convinced that you found all there is to find here, the party has decided
alright.
to go back to.
Wait, can we roll dexterity or like an perception check before we go up?
I mean, we did when we got down here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So.
So there's nothing else to find.
At this point, I don't think there's really anything else to find.
All right.
The party approaches the trapdoor they found that leads back up to the cellar, but only approaches and is stopped by a sudden whispering, terrible cry, seeming plaintive, but not quite spelling words.
As a wraith appears on your way out.
A wraith, like the ring wraith from.
A wraith is sort of a spectral thing. It's a ghostly thing, but yes, you could imagine it like a ring
Wait,
wraith
so
if you wanted.
I can't.
Y'all can just decide however y'all were standing. I don't care.
Can
The
we
wraith
use
seems-
weapons, or do we have to use?
I suppose there's no harm in me just telling you that wraiths are medium undead and they are neutral evil monsters. They are resistant to necrotic, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical sources. They are immune to poison.
So I can use my moon piercer because it's.
You can use them, but because they're resistant, they'll only take half damage from any of those damage types.
Unless they're cursed.
Unless they're cursed. That's right. Although it's a wraith, it's already cursed. But, you know, Voodoo Lady doesn't care, I'm sure.
Roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative.
Not 20.
Nasty. Vicente is caught totally off guard by the appearance of a ghost and has no idea what to do.
He's
Well,
too
I've
busy
been through
looking
some
at
serious
Ken.
shit today, and I almost killed my ex lover.
He's too busy looking at Ken.
Deciding.
Look at those luscious lips.
Oh my god, those luscious lips.
And that
Oh my
voluptuous, that voluptuous ass. With
That you're dragging along the floor. It's covered in nasty sewer tunnel gunk. Alright, so Liz takes the first turn.
Alright.
Wait,
So,
before I got some news. Augustine's coming back.
Yeah?
Yeah, I heard from his brother.
When?
He said soon.
I guess he's getting a break from the tequila tasting.
Yeah. It was his brother that works at, I think, Cafe Roma.
I wonder if I could get him in to play Captain Pappy so I don't have to when the time comes. Depends on when he gets here. We'll see. You're talking about Kikidiki.
Not Kiki.
No? Who else is working at Roma?
Kiki doesn't work at Roma.
He was, I thought.
It's his other brother. Not there's Cristobal.
Mariano.
Mariano.
That's who I bought that truck from.
Mariano?
Yeah, I bought that truck from Mariano.
He's like the shorter one, right?
Yeah.
Looks a lot like Augustine. Yeah.
Well, I think he looks a lot more like Henry.
Yeah.
All right,
Mariano.
so Liz, you have the first turn.
Alright. I'm obviously upset by this Beyond the Grave apparition because it's not
I'm scared.
Well,
it's not part of the natural order of life and death, so I start chanting in Draconic and enforce it. And then
Can my pet die? I think I asked that.
I won't let it.
Okay. I'll cry for
we
days.
will. It can be incapacitated for a fight. Like if somebody, you guys fight like a big old bugbear and it tries to scratch the bugbear, that bugbear is probably going to slap the shit out of it. And your lizard's going to hit a wall and, like a bird, be unconscious for a while. It needs some rest. I'm not saying you're going to fight a bugbear. I'm just saying it's going to happen.
No spoilers.
I do not have a magical weapon though, so instead I'm going to bless the three of us.
Okay.
So, you
You're
can
all within
add,
like 50 feet of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to be within range, which whatever that means. So you can add a D4 to attack or saving rolls.
So you get to throw little extra dice. This is where it gets fun, where you get to like throw multiple dice down at the same time.
Okay.
If anybody needs extras, I do have a little haversack to throw the tiny dice with.
And that's my turn.
All right, and who was the next? I believe it was Jonathan.
Yeah. So
Let's see.
I will. Yeah. Okay. So I'll jump in real quick. Go for. Well, actually, what I'll do.
Jonathan's like, fuck that, a ghost!
Well, actually, what I do is I pull out I have my short sword in one hand already, and I pull out one of my daggers. I
Nice.
just had this whole time in my offhand, so I can actually do an offhand bonus.
I'm into this.
And I attack with my short sword. Roll a.
It's got an AC 12.
Oh, cool. So I rolled a 16.
Perfect.
And I don't get a sneak attack because no one's near. So that's just 1d6 plus. Oh, is this a fiend? I don't think so. No, fiend's
Medium
from-
undead.
Fiend's from.
Fiends are infernal.
Yeah. Six plus 2, so six, doing 7 damage. And then I'll actually use my bonus not to strike, but to disengage
Good choice.
and then pull back
How far back are you going?
to, wait, so it was here. Yeah, so it's 1, 2, 3, 12.
And what did we decide each square was again? I know I asked how you.
5
One
feet.
square is 5 feet.
Okay. Will that be,
That'll be my turn.
Now it's the
Your turn.
monster's turn.
and you did how much damage again? Sorry.
7.
That's right.
But I didn't get any resistances on that. So
Yeah.
I cursed it.
But its resistances are restored unless she curses it again.
Yeah.
That makes it the Wraith's turn.
Yeah.
upset at having been struck, and clearly surprised at how hard the strike landed. It casts Haunting Sigh. Each creature within 15 feet must succeed a DC 11 Wisdom save.
Okay.
A wisdom save?
Yep.
So you roll a d20 and add your Wisdom modifier. to
I
it.
pass.
I got.
I think I'm
Eight.
just.
I think you're outside of
I think I'm just out of range.
You can add your D4 to this because we
because you're
blessed.
blessed.
9.
You got a 9.
You got a lot of HP though.
Well, it doesn't actually damage, so Vicente is frightened until the end of his next turn. You have a disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls, while the source of your fear is within the line of sight. You cannot willingly move closer to this enemy.
Oh.
Ooh, that's fucked.
You
And
can
now it's your
throw-
turn.
Throw your stein at
I'm gonna
it.
throw my stein at him. That's all I can really do.
I mean, you can. Didn't you,
You have a
also?
crossbow, don't
Oh, I
you?
do have a
thought
crossbow,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
yeah.
got a ranged weapon.
Okay, I'm gonna use my crossbow. Did I roll my?
You may use your bonus action to throw the stein after the crossbow.
Okay, cool.
So you still rolled a hit, but you use your dexterity.
Oh, sorry.
What's your
Oh.
dexterity modifier?
4. I got 4.
You got a 4? Alright, so it just kind of whizzes through this incorporeal creature.
I'm gonna throw my stein.
Screaming and scared.
Yeah.
So
So you gotta
roll
the
the hit again.
You gotta roll the hit with your stein.
Add your dexterity to it.
Let's do 14.
That is AC 12. That's a hit.
So
And
I
now
think-
you roll your 1d4 for damage.
4.
It takes 2 damage because it's resistant to bludgeoning.
I didn't hit it with the bow and arrow, but I hit it with my stein.
Throw the cup and that worked. Fucking why not?
Does my stein break?
No. I mean, it's not even like it doesn't have like its true physical self, which is I know it's counterintuitive to think that it has HP, but you did hit it. Your stein just kind of rolls around on the floor, and you now cannot use your stein until you can get close enough to do it. And was that the last turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then that makes it back
Me
to the
again.
top. Liz.
Okay. I curse it again.
Thank you.
And is it resistant to slashing damage?
Yes, resistant
Yes.
to bludgeoning, piercing, necrotic, slashing from non-magical damage.
Yeah, I don't have any magic.
It is immune to poison. It cannot be exhausted, grappled, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, prone. It has dark vision of 60 feet and a passive perception 11. That doesn't matter. Whoever thought to just do this for the ambience, have like a weird perspective traveling through the tunnel. That's a pretty cool idea. I like this.
I'm trying to figure out what game
When
these
you
assets are
listen
from.
I'm not sure at all, but the general.
Gives me huge Elder Scrolls vibes.
I was thinking it
Yeah.
looked a lot like Reboot, as far as like how non-reflective the surfaces are. It looks like that old shitty ass show Reboot.
It
I
looks
didn't know
like
that Reboot had like.
it looks like that one Thief game.
Oh God, Thief Deadly Shadows. God,
Mm.
the old Thief games were so good. The new one was kind of crap. Like, I have a friend who's a girl thief, and she's addicted to some new heroin that everybody's taking, and then she's falling
Heroin
through the
2.
roof. There are 2 new ones.
It's Heroin 2.
Oh, Heroin 2. I got scared. I thought they tried to make another one of the new thieves. The old thieves were great. Gareth with his weird eye that lets him see everything that's valuable. Oh, God, I fucking love those games. Just the atmosphere and the stealth creeping and stealing and knocking people out. Trying not to kill people so there's not extra guards when you go through the city to find a fence to sell all the shit you stole. It's a cool fucking story. Those are just good fucking games.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's Skyrim.
Skyrim with some mods on it, maybe.
Yeah.
What's this thing's constitution save?
It's got a constitution of 14, so a +2 modifier, but it's for its save. That would be, it gets a +2 on it. If it has to roll a save, it gets a +2.
Okay. That will work then.
Well, I still have to roll for that creature, right? Or am I wrong about that? Am I supposed to pre-decide what its rolls are?
No, you're supposed to roll for it, but
Are you saying that what you were thinking of would be at a disadvantage to
yeah, it
+2
would be at a
modifier?
disadvantage to it. Whatever, I cursed it. I'll try to hit it.
So you did curse it, right?
Yeah, I cursed it.
Does how long does curse last?
Until somebody hits it.
So
14?
to hit,
Uh-huh.
that's a hit.
Okay.
Oh.
4 damage.
4 damage, and Vicente, you're not frightened. Your next turn ended, so you're not frightened anymore.
But
And I want to say it's Jonathan's turn. Is that right? You rolled a 15.
Yeah. I'm gonna jump in proper. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump behind. I'm gonna attack with my short sword.
Since it's already happened, I don't mind telling you guys. If you guys had chosen not to search the other sewer grate, you just would have fought the slimes on the way out. If the slimes had already been fought, this was an optional boss that you guys would encounter. This was sort of like an experience boosting reward for you if you managed to kill everything else that was in here. Although, since you guys chose to short rest, I maybe should level this thing up a little bit, but it's still not going to be easy to kill.
There's a bubble stuck in
Alright, so
it.
attack with my
what?
There's a bubble stuck in it. Do you see it on the
No,
top?
yeah, I do.
That means it's weighted.
which is a
There's
Cheater.
not a bubble. Oh, there's a bubble on this one too.
I rolled 11 on the short sword, so I think I miss.
You rolled 11 for a hit. Yeah, that's a miss.
And so now
You're still blessed. You could add a D4.
Oh,
to
yes.
that.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
it's still
holy
blessed,
shit,
so
yes.
I'll
Thank you
just
for
do that.
remembering.
Which is a 4, so that's another.
Well, since you rolled an
amount
11,
that allows me to hit it.
yeah, no matter what, yeah,
It's
no
another
matter what, you're
amount
gonna hit
that
it.
allows me to hit. So
Thank goodness you can't roll a 0. Alright,
So now that would be 2d6 plus 2. Because it's sneak attack, so it's 5 damage.
5 damage. Is it still cursed or not?
No, just with my hit.
So we'll round
But
up
I
the
am
save.
attacking with a magic sword.
Your
Yeah,
attack-
his is
never mind,
magic.
it has no
Yeah.
resistance against the magic sword. So that's, you did how much?
5.
5.
5.
And then you're-
I go to stab with my dagger as well,
This one?
which will be much
Yeah,
less
you drop-
effective. But that's 12.
12, that's a hit.
It's on that side.
No.
If anybody sees my other vape, let me know.
2 damage. So
2
that's
damage?
1
So
damage.
1 damage. Ooh. The wraith screams and cries in terrorized agony.
That's it?
No, it's got its own turn coming up. And that was your bonus action too.
Bonus action, so
Who's within melee range?
Ivy.
Me and Jonathan.
Alright, this is evens. Jonathan's up. So it turns towards Jonathan, who got those nice 2 hits in agony and through incorporeal tears, screams as it casts Draining Touch. What is your AC, John?
12.
Alright, it missed. You dodged quite amicably. It's nasty, wispy hand. And it screams even louder. And I think that makes it Vicente's turn?
Yeah. I'm gonna move right
You
next
are-
to it.
Yeah, you are now allowed to move just towards it. So don't cry, Chenzo. It's okay.
Oh, it's a ghost.
And you may use your bonus action to either attack or pick up your stein. You can also pick up your stein after the fight is over.
Is my moon piercer a magical item?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna use that.
Roll for hit.
Yep.
I rolled a 7.
I
Alright,
rolled a 4.
8.
Are you still blessed?
Oh, yes.
Blessed.
8 plus 10. I got 10.
You got
Well,
10
that's, what about your bonus?
That's already
Oh,
with
yeah.
the bonus.
with all your bonuses.
Yeah.
Nope.
Your blade just slices through the crying spirit without doing much seemingly.
I'm so frightened, that's why.
No, you're not. You stopped being scared at the end of your last turn.
I'm. If
You
I was,
can still be a little spooked.
I'm a little spooked.
You might have farted a little bit. You might have peed a little bit.
Ooh, spooky.
Spooking up. Never. One of these days, I'm gonna find a way to tell this laptop to never use Edge ever again. Oh man, this reminds me of that place in Skyrim that we spent forever in. The whatever under the Dwemer rooms. Place where you shoot that
Big
one
Dwemer
ball in the
rooms.
middle and you get that underground dragon fight. That was
Yeah, the big
awesome.
The big
I keep thinking I want to play Skyrim again, and now I think I can actually install some mods to make it look really good. Liz and I, last time we played, we were doing the Skyrim together Reborn thing, and
But there was a bug.
it would glitch sometimes and double the amount of dragons, and occasionally do it again. So it's like we start fighting one dragon, then we fight like 4 at the same time, and it was like really bad. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh my god.
Bonus action.
Oh, I forgot about my bonus action.
You are a two-hander. You
Uh,
have to drink or slice again sometimes.
I'm gonna use my short sword because that's what I have in my hand.
So roll for hit again.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Plus my strength, right?
Yeah.
21.
21. So that's a definite hit. Roll for your short sword damage.
D6.
4. Do I add anything?
Unless does your item say to?
No.
All right. Doesn't matter. It only had 1 HP. I just wasn't allowed to tell you that. It screams, it cries, it seems to writhe, twists up into itself, and becomes a single floating ember of arcane energy. Or, sorry, of undead energy. It drops no loot, but its echoing and haunting plaintive cries seem to call to the empty Grigri in Bari's sack.
You're what?
You can explain the Grigri, yes, that's fine.
They're like voodoo trinkets.
Tokens. What are other words for it?
Fetishes.
Fetishes. So objects within which you can enclose something magical. Are you gonna do anything with it?
Yeah.
So you can pick whatever the thing is that you're going to take this essence with.
Okay.
Do I pick back up my arrows? Or do I have to keep track of that?
I kind of think we're not keeping track of that.
So it seems to be resonating with a smooth hagstone that I had in my pouch.
Oh, nice. We even have some of those, so we can get you one to have for at the table. A hagstone is a sea stone that, for some reason, like you'll find them on the beach, will have like these holes all the way through them that you can just look right through. Call them hagstones, and they're supposedly somehow magical.
So what do I write down for this?
That you have the essence of the wraith you fought in the tunnels encapsulated in a hagstone, which is actually a really, really good choice for that. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. Alrighty. And with that, you are free to exit the tunnels if you like.
Yeah, let's get out of here. It smells.
Do we exit back to the bar?
Yes.
Okay, I'm.
You're gonna stop to fill up your stein.
Yeah, and I'm leaving.
Are you just filling it up, or are you gonna like chug one and then take one from the road?
Yes.
Right.
I'm gonna leave 2 gold coins there, because homegirl is my homegirl.
And she might kill you. So you
Yeah,
better
who
leave
verifies
some-
me? I don't want to be banned from open mic night, you know.
She won't ban you. Your dumbass leaves gold coins for flagons of beer. All right. So then, are we back up in the tavern?
Yes.
Alrighty. Ma Reina meets you in the tavern, which she is still cleaning up after the mess.
You got that tavern map?
Oh yes. Go to that.
I'm gonna get some of that drink.
Get some drink. Get you some sip. You knew I was gonna say it, didn't you?
I did have yours.
Hold on. Let me get some sip. Oh, fuck you. Yeah. Sorry. Next week we will have poster maps, everybody.
Very nice ones, which I will store somewhere to be used again later. So you're all
Scoop-a-doop, scoop-a-doop-doop. Well, we'll just say it around
By
here.
the bar.
Unless
Dragging Ken.
Dragging Ken.
Poor Ken as he's.
I forgot about Ken.
That's why y'all broke up in the first place. Oh yes.
I'm gonna sit him down on the bar stool until we decide what to do with him.
Are you gonna unblindfold him?
Yeah, I'm blindfolding him. I bought him a drink too. Ooh, a sexy lady.
Ma Reina, call her sexy and see what happens.
Is she fruity?
Oh, I should have asked if he had any tieflings.
I feel like she's fruity.
There's still a tiefling.
There's another lady pirate that wasn't there before, sitting over here.
and there should be some tieflings.
He's pickled him.
That's my future baby mama right there.
We
I
won't ask
say
why
it.
these tieflings are green, but they're back at their table quite comfortable and raising glasses as they see Jonathan come up.
Not
I've
knowing
been
we
meaning
just.
to ask Jonathan what your tieflings' friends' names are, because I didn't come up with a name. I just knew that you are in with the tieflings around here. We don't. It's not important unless you guys want to engage them during conversation, and even then, it's not that important. Roguish people don't always give their real names anyway. All right. Ma Raina welcomes you back. Grateful for the assistance in calming the brawl.
Oh.
She offers. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
By the way, Marina, we there's a lot of dead bodies in your basement.
You better not have left them in my cellar. There's a perfectly good hatch. You could throw them down in the tunnels.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem to me.
I don't think there's already corpses.
Don't think I don't
No, they're not
notice that your
facility.
cup was empty when you left and is full again.
Don't worry, future baby mama. I left you some compensation down there.
Knife in your hat. Grateful for the assistance in calming the brawl, she offers rewards. She gives you. Oh gosh, where did I write that? Oh god, I did not write that down. I know I did.
I found some trippy rum down there.
Oh yes, sorry. She gives you a remarkably familiar bottle of something called Ghost Rum.
So I have 4 ghost rum now,
Yeah,
Two.
two.
Two bottles.
Two
of
bottles
Ghost
of Ghost Rum.
and I can use them 3 times each.
Yes, each one has 3 sips in it. Get you some CO.
Can I use it to talk to my mother?
That's an interesting idea.
What does the ghost room do?
Drink to gain advantage on stealth or intimidation checks for 1 hour. Pass a DC 10, can save or see a ghost from your past.
So
What
every
is
time
it?
you drink it, you have to roll a DC 10 minute. So I think that's a Constitution save. If I forgot to write that, I'm sorry. So
I think it says, yeah, con.
Con, so that's Constitution. So you roll your D20, add your Constitution modifier to it. Every time you drink, you have to roll that D20, add your Constitution. You have to pass 10. If you fail it,
What does it mean to save a ghost?
Save just means like you're saving, like so.
I can only use it on
The
people that
DC
are
save is
alive.
when you roll.
Yeah, DC save is like something happens and you roll to see if you deflect it or if it affects you.
Oh, okay.
If you fail it, then that other thing happens, which is talk to a ghost. Like you, what does it say exactly?
See a ghost from your past.
See a ghost from your past.
Do I call upon the ghost, or is just a random ghost?
You just see it. Like it will just appear before you.
All right. Wait, what did she give us for our drunken brawl?
She
Or
gave you
my-
that extra bottle of ghost rum and says, "You
Right.
can have a night in the inn on the house, love."
Not
I know
in the
sometimes
end.
you got to get off that ship. I know how loud Pappy gets when he starts singing at night.
What song does he sing?
All of the songs.
All the songs.
Sometimes he makes some up, and you're pretty certain he does it just to keep you awake.
Can I put an order for food for Captain Pappy?
You could. I believe there's some oyster stew there.
One-
And something else that was really heinous, but I don't have that.
One oyster stew to go, por favor.
2 coins, love. And she sends one of the maids off to fetch it.
Gold or silver?
One second. To think that I would be looking this hard for something that's for sale here. Dear God. Yeah, I'm just having to look through my older papers. All of my stuff in the future will be more organized like it was for the shit I just went through. So, there we go. I'm sorry, it's barnacle stew, and it's 3 copper coins.
I don't have copper.
Just give her a silver.
Just give
I'll
her a
give you-
silver and be happy.
Tell her to keep the change.
Keep the change. Damn hussy. Just kidding.
Oh,
I didn't actually see that.
the tip wins you a random rumor.
Ooh.
Let's see what you get. Oh god, where's my tool? You know that fallen star they're all talking about? There's been a lot of folks in here talking about it, and a few people who seem to think they know what they're talking about say it grants wishes, but it twists them frequently. Oh, but I know, I ain't sailed in years. Have I, dear? The lady there at the end of the bar raises her drink in confirmation.
Do any of us recognize that lady?
Oh, is that that butch
Vicente,
lesbian?
roll for. What would be rolling for recognizing someone? Insight? Insight, I think.
Yeah.
Insight is for like what you detect about other people.
Yes.
What do I roll? My
Your-
20?
Your 20, yeah.
And then add your insight bonus to it.
Wait. I gotta charge it first. Good luck. 14, and I. Sorry. Insight is +4.
Oh, okay.
You recognize her very distinctly as one of the women from the Sea Bitch, an all-female pirate crew who very much like to hoot and holler and catcall every time Vicente is seen on deck when they pass by Pappy's ship on the port.
I got a free room tonight. Care to join me? Does that get my drink thrown in my face? Oh, I should.
Are you actually like trying to persuade her?
Yeah.
Then roll for persuasion.
Persuasion. I roll for my charisma. That's
Roll a d20.
You rolled a natural 20.
Well, I thought you'd never ask. She verifies your room with Marina and tries to beat you up there to it.
Oh, before I go though, we gotta decide what we're doing with. I'm bringing
You can make him watch us.
You're pretty Ken!
So, all right. So again, though, there is still Marina. The sea bitch lady is gone. she's run
Trying to get
upstairs.
information out of her.
You guys can always send him upstairs to try and get info. Yeah. But she was invited and very successfully invited. So she's gone trying to get into the room already. There's a waitress. There's the tiefling duo. There are a few random patrons sitting around. We'll say there's 3 different patrons. At random.
I think I need to bring Ken with me in order to just get it up, you know? Do I have to roll for Ken too?
No.
No?
He's bound.
You guys already got the loot off the hooded murder. Yeah, you got the moon piercer, the 10 gold coins, and the map fragment. Alright, so yeah, you guys can still interact with Marina, the waitress, the tiefling duo, or the 3 random patrons who are in
I got a night with the sea bitch.
random patrons all cheer and raise a drink to your success.
Oh, do I go up with her?
That's your choice.
I'm going up with her.
Alright, so Vicente goes up with her. How about Jonathan and Mari? What are you guys doing? And, did you just leave Ken down here?
No, I brought
No.
Ken with me.
You drug him up the stairs,
Yeah.
like thumping along the stairs.
Well, I untied him first. I'm gonna untie him. So
Oh, that's
he's
so nice of you.
willingly coming with me.
I'm gonna beg you not to describe what happened in that room. Alright, Mari, Jonathan, what are y'all thinking?
Is this how Ken escapes?
I'm gonna sit down at the bar and slide a gold coin towards Marina and ask her what else she knows about that star.
Yeah, that was at the bar just to sit in.
While y'all are getting information, I'm getting laid.
Many folks after that star. Some strange men have come out asking about their Vincenzo. They never attend open mic night though. They were all missing an ear.
Oh, several strange men. It's Ken
Several
every
strange
time.
men coming looking for Vincenzo, but they were all missing an ear. They also mentioned something about the star while they were here.
So Ken knows more than he let anyone.
This is going good. I was worried y'all were gonna like skip over some parts, but this is good. Oh. Hold on, let me see. And he left it. He left his that bastard y'all went after left that damn hanky on his table, and he wrote on it. I can't even use it now.
Oh.
And she hands you what used to be the tavern's hanky towel thing that seems to have the words "You owe me a dance, love" on it.
Well, we dancing now.
That would have been there even if y'all had decided, like, I'm not going to chase this idiot. But naturally, you guys realized he was taking the thing, so you'll have to chase it.
Right.
Jonathan, do you want to interact with anybody?
Homegirl comes back down because she realizes that I just wanted Ken to myself.
Okay.
You didn't get the info out of her?
I
You
forgot
want to do
about
that first?
Yeah.
So while y'all are up there, she is already fully persuaded, right? So we'll say that she's still pretty enthralled. What do you want to say to her? What do you want to ask her?
Something about the phone star. I want to ask her about the phone star. What she knows.
Whoops. Oh, you'll never get it, love. We've already got a piece of the map back on the ship. It's as good as ours. When we're done, we're planning on giving that wish to old Morena. You know, she retired and left us the ship.
So Morena's part of the sea bitch?
She used to be its captain.
She used to be its captain.
That's probably why she was command.
She was also a bardic captain, so just like Copy, she could convince people to do what the fuck they were told.
I'm gonna ask her what Morena's intentions are with the wish.
Oh, who knows what that woman thinks? Never could tell when she was captain. I don't know now. I imagine she'd wish for a little bit better patronage around here.
Oh, wow, okay. Is that a dig at me?
Look, love, are we doing this or not?
You damn pussy.
Pussy? Pussies hate working hard. You could ask her if she's heard any rumors or anything like that.
What rumors do you know? Does she know anything about the pendant? I'm gonna ask her about the pendant too.
Never seen it. You gonna give that to me, love?
I think not.
And you do want to ask about rumors?
Yeah.
You know that lizard you're always in here with and her weird chicken?
What about her?
We saw it lay a golden egg under the table last week. Morena sold it for at least 5 coins.
Wait, the chicken or the alligator?
Chicken.
They both
Wait,
have eggs.
yeah. So
You
that's
know, I
a,
guess
that's
it's
a reasonable
legitimate
question.
Yeah, okay. So we'll pass it back down to downstairs for a minute. Do you guys want to talk to anybody? Ask anybody?
Now we're doing the deed, and she gets jealous because I'm giving Ken a
I
little too
told
much.
you not to tell me what was going on in that room.
She came back downstairs because she felt neglected and jealous of Ken.
And by the way, Ma Raina has never told anyone directly that she used to be together. You just got it from her because you had her basically seduced.
Now she's upset at me. I'm scared to go back down.
There's still those patrons to talk to. There's the waitress. You've already gotten a rumor from Ma Raina, right?
Yeah.
So you got the three patrons, the two tieflings, and the waitress. This sounds like the beginning of a joke, doesn't it?
We'll log her off to my tiefling friends.
Your
That's
tiefling
cool.
friends,
Um,
who are very grateful that you got revenge for Orson, I think it was. And they congratulate you and offer to buy you drinks. Many drinks.
Yeah, so I just asked about because we were down there for a little bit because we took a short rest, so we were down there for a few hours.
Yeah, so they're pretty toasty right now.
Yeah, so I just asked about what happened while we were down there. Anything interesting going? Any interesting goings on that I missed?
They called the god for that man you left here. Took him away over to the jail, they said. We all had a drink just to watch him go. Ma Raina's been cleaning up. Tried to make us help. All I did was clean up that fucking stein I threw. He didn't say fucking, that was me being anxiety driven in my speech. Boy, Jonathan, like, do you typically just keep that coin in your pocket? Or you just fidget with it? Like, that's not them, this is me, the DM.
Yeah, no.
Will you have a coin?
What do I do? Or, yeah, I think I just kind of fidget with it.
Alrighty. Say that the perception check was success there. Because I didn't write down what they might have had for stats. Other than the basic tiefling rogue. So they both go wide-eyed when they notice your coin as you're fidgeting and asking questions.
Yeah, I do like the pirate thing with it.
You roll it over the knuckles. Well, isn't that interesting? So they both go wide-eyed. One of them closes their mouth tightly, and the other said, "You've got a god's token."
I do like a flip of the coin and I grab it and I go, what?
A god's token, given only to those who have dealings with the gods. Did you take it off somebody important? You might want to return it. Some of them gods come back looking for their lost tokens. As tieflings, naturally, they would know a little something about making deals with divine or infernal things.
I've always had it, as long as I can remember. I hold it up to my face and go, it matches my eyes.
As you hold it up, they both start backwards as if they were scared you were going to throw it at them or something, but then relax back into their chairs. Always had it. That's interesting. You ought to be careful with who you show that to.
Which god's coin is it?
You don't know that. You're upstairs.
You're upstairs.
Oh, yeah.
Rejecting a lady or something. I'm not sure exactly what you're doing. Considering what to do with your now
Ken.
untied Ken.
If I come back down, does Ken come with me?
That's
You're actually your choice, but we are approaching a moment when you're going to have to decide what y'all are doing with Ken.
Do you guys want to decide what to do with Ken?
Well, you'll have to all be back together. So.
All right, I'm gonna come
But-
back. I'm gonna come back downstairs.
Well,
Yeah. I need a cigarette. Can I smoke in the
that
bar?
was quick.
Yeah.
It's a pirate tavern. They don't give a fuck what you're smoking in here. Just don't you ash on my floor again, love. I swear to God. I swear to the gods. Sorry.
I make a move when they say be careful you show it to. I make a move just to pocket.
I got too emotional for Ken, so Ken rejected me.
And this was
too.
a private conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ken rejected me too because I was too emotional. Because like I found out some information about like caves in the little grate, so we decided to come back downstairs.
So do you still have him in custody or not?
Yeah, he's down with me.
Okay. Re-tied up?
No,
Just walking?
yeah,
Blindfolded?
no.
Are you gonna AI search this?
I'm so curious. Like how it's gonna do it.
But I made sure he sits in between me and
And the sea bitch lady.
no, Liz's character. What's your name?
Sorry.
Bari. And I
So
tell him, don't you fucking move. I still don't know what I want to do with you yet.
So, you've already gotten a rumor from Ma Reina, but you haven't talked to any of the 3 random patrons, nor have you spoken to the waitress.
But I look at Marina and I call her Captain. Say, hey, Captain.
Without any prior indication that it was about to happen, a knife suddenly appears in the bar, just kind of wiggling right in front of Vicente. Sorry, love. What was that?
I said, hey, Captain.
Marina starts to stare coldly at Vicente. Mari, what are you doing right now?
She's looking at me. I'm just kidding.
I'm trying to talk to the waitress because I don't want to be around her.
So, what would you like to talk to the waitress about?
What happened after we left?
Dude, where's the waitress?
She's there somewhere.
It was very heroic of you to save that man, even though he was such a cunt. We had the town guard come and take him away. He was very, very upset about not having his paper anymore. I sure hope you saved it. I suggest you go and burn it in front of the jail where he can see it. Marina was up in her right anger, but then we started cleaning up and she started feeling a bit better. That tiefling fellow at least cleaned up his ear.
Is the knife still, like, hovering?
No, it's just sticking in the bar right where you, as soon as you said captain, a knife just kind of stuck in the bar and started like fidgeting. Nobody saw her pull it out. Nobody saw it fly through the air. It just suddenly appeared there moments after you called her captain. Anything else you wanted to talk to her about?
What has she heard?
Did you know one of the other waitresses here? They say she's secretly loyal to you.
Okay.
Nobody tells us where she's from, but they swear it down. Anybody else want to talk to anybody else? Ask their friends or strangers about rumors? Buy anything? Spit Shine Ale, Ghost Rum, Barnacle Stew, fried jellyfish fingers, and a special swamp gumbo with shark eggs.
I never.
Seen shark eggs. I wouldn't eat one. But
What's the owner name?
Ma Reina.
Marina. I'm asking Marina about the pendant. Because I feel like she knows a lot more than she's letting on. But I keep calling her captain, so it pisses her off, I think.
Right, so then you're going to take a penalty for any type of persuasion you try against her. That was your choice, though.
So I have to.
She kind of just huffs, pulls her knife back, and makes it disappear somewhere under her apron.
Do I roll for persuasion?
Huh?
Do I roll for persuasion?
Sure.
7 plus 1.
So 8.
Yeah.
They're at disadvantage, right?
And you're gonna take a penalty, so that's a 4. So she reaches over calmly and flicks you alarmingly hard right on the nose. Says, "I don't know nothing about your dirty little trinket, all right?
I
If you
think.
tell anybody what you know about me and the sea bitch, I'll have your hide for a new hat."
Well, you put the bitch and sea bitch.
Yes, I did name the ship, but that's none of your business. She starts to get louder and angrier. The entire tavern can hear her say, "Look, I've seen all kinds of trinkets, magical and not. I know where almost anything is from, and I ain't never seen nothing like your pendant, alright?
I
Get it
wanna-
out of my face."
I want to intimidate her.
She's pretty pissed off.
Okay,
I got high
I'll
HP
let
though.
you try.
Alright. 8 plus 3.
She slaps you, you take 1 damage. That was more fun than I expected it to be. Does anybody want to question any of the other patrons? So we've only gotten a rumor out of Marina and the waitress. We haven't tried the tieflings or the patrons. So, not to spoil too much, but that's about all I've got left for you is an attempted rumor from any of those 5. Sorry, attempted rumors from any of those 5. Tieflings are worth 1 each, the patrons are worth 1 each.
I'm gonna flip Marina a gold coin for her patience. Because even though I'm a douchebag, I'm at least a nice douchebag.
She stares at the coin slightly confused, then slowly picks it up and said, "Love it. If I knew all I had to do was slap you to get paid, I'd have stopped serving you drinks long before you started fights."
Not for your slap. It's
Are you deducting your gold coins while you're doing this?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I'm not keeping track of that.
it's not for the slap. It's for your friendship
All right. So,
and your patience.
do you guys want to do anything else? Talk to patrons. Jonathan probably would be the best person if anyone's going to talk to the tieflings.
Yeah, I'll just ask the tieflings what they heard.
Alrighty. Oh my god.
Well, I also have.
One of the tieflings said, "You know those brothel girls down the street? You know somebody's paying them to say they've been sleeping with them." Terrible days this when an honest lady at the brothel can't even get the work can't even do the work she's been
An
paid
honest
for.
whore.
An honest whore.
Damn pussies.
All right, next campaign, Liz is the DM because that's
I buy.
well, 1 second, because he asked both his tiefling friends, right, Jonathan? The other tiefling starts telling you he's heard about that masquerade ball for the Samedi Nuit de Mort, and that there's a secret assassination plan.
Of who?
He doesn't know the details, but he knows they're asking for top dollar type assassins for it.
Who they assassinating? Does it say?
Ain't said. I didn't take
That's a secret assassination plan for the masquerade ball?
the masquerade ball, the Samedi Nuit de Mort.
takards of Spit Shine Ale, and I go sit with the other patrons and try to get a room around. How much does that cost?
The Spit Shine Ale is only like 1 copper each, I think.
Alright, I hand Marina 2 silver.
Yeah, 1 copper each. Oh no, sorry. Silver.
Oh,
That doesn't make sense.
1 silver each, okay.
Did you
Yeah.
come up with the prices under the 100?
I was assuming that at the time. Yeah, so that
That's fine.
seems silly, but either way, it seems silly. Like I feel like a silly bastard for what I did here. Whatever. You
1
2
copper,
silvers.
1 copper, I think.
Yeah,
generally
that's
flat.
much more like what something called Spit Shine Ale. Probably 1 copper.
Yeah.
You give her 2 silver, and she's very, very grateful. Though she's still very confused that slapping Vicente got her a gold. All right, so you're just gonna get rumors from all of them.
Yep.
One of them whispers conspiratorially, "You know that coin that fellow over there keeps twirling around in his fingers? I heard it's something called a God's token.
Nice.
Never an idea what that does, but I hear things. The second one has also heard the rumor that brothel girls are being paid to spread fake gossip.
Like,
And the final one tells you that a tiefling merchant says he's seen a man with silver eyes at a shrine recently.
at a shrine?
At a shrine.
What shrine? Does he know?
Bahamut.
Oh.
Alright, so that's all the information as far as rumors are
I'm
concerned.
gonna share my rumors with you.
Yeah.
So
I tell
rumors
her
you've shared.
I tell her that that Marina was the captain of the sea bitch, but you better keep it a secret because then there'll be a price on my head. Saw how she got when I called her captain. Sorry.
Alright, did you guys want to do anything else? Try to
I've
show
decided
anything to
to
anybody and be like, what is this? Or
Oh
anything
wait,
like that?
wait, I call you over so we can decide what we're gonna do, Ken.
Oh yes, okay, so that's a good idea. That's
I
up to you guys.
am advocating on his behalf. He is my ex-lover and current lover.
Look guys, I know we stole from us.
But here's the thing: is I got his ear, so if we encounter him again, we'll know.
So you're advocating to let him go, or are you suggesting
I'm suggesting we let him go, but we take his clothes and whatever else is on
you
him.
take his clothes?
Yeah, so he leaves naked.
I'm just like, he's your boy choice. I don't.
So Jonathan wants nothing to do with this decision.
Shouldn't we let the watch deal with him if he stole from us?
The watch?
Yeah, the city watch.
That's like the local police for like fantasy towns.
I
I think stripping him and throwing him out in the street.
stripping him is shameful enough. What say you?
Okay.
Does he need to try to convince you for this?
No.
No. Okay, who wants his clothes?
No one?
I want his clothes. What clothes is he wearing?
Uh,
What has he got on him?
He has the mask he was wearing, a poet shirt, a vest, and trousers, and some boots.
So common clothes.
Common clothes.
I'm sure I could find a sea person. You said a mask.
He
And-
did have a dagger earlier, but I think all of you had weapons better than a fucking dagger, so you probably didn't care.
The mask has something on it, right?
No.
No.
No, his mask was just a mask to cover his face. Call it like that god awful assassin from the new old Star Wars movies, where there was like the shape-shifting assassin that wore a mask. It's like, why would a shapeshifter wear a mask?
Does anyone have any reaction from the bar from him walking out naked?
Not until they see he's got a bejeweled butt plug.
Oh, what?
It was a gift from me.
A bejeweled butt plug.
So, okay. So, you send him out naked and he makes a comment while covering his junk, but not the jewel.
That's his family jewel.
I knew you wouldn't finish the job, just like old times. Heads towards the door and starts to peek around. Starts as if he sees somebody looking to the left, and then runs down the street to the right before Captain Pappy steps into the door.
Captain Pappy!
He steps a little bit bewildered as he watches a naked man running away, whisper or mumbles something under his breath. Oh, my man's got a jewel in his butt.
Well, doesn't Captain Pappy know Ken?
He saw a man with a mask.
Well, I have his mask.
Well, sorry.
But he's a
He's-
shapeshifter.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That was me accidentally spoiling something. Sorry.
Okay,
He
he's a
shakes it
shapeshifter.
off and he looks inside and he sees Vicente with a big red handprint across his face. There you are, me boy. I got worried when that dock boy came asking about you. Said he was looking to trade that necklace of yours. Said he wanted it to match his mask for a festival of Samani or some such. He didn't take too kindly to me answer, no he didn't. Said he was a fool for trying to buy something so precious to a man. Fool for even thinking it. Could have been the drink, but a fool grogged geezer I was for telling the Weasley masked bilge floaters where to find you on open mic night. You alright, lad? Did he bother you at all?
He bothered me with something. But it's all chill now. It's mad
Can
chill.
Is everybody within eyesight of the doorway right now?
Yes.
Alright.
I'm ordering a round for the whole bar.
Alright.
How much is that?
Looks like it's gonna be 3 plus 5 plus 8, and then are you buying it for the waitress and Marina too?
Yeah.
So that would be 8. So it'd be 11 copper. So 1 silver, 1 copper if it's Spitshine Ale. If it's
I'll do two silver
alright.
for the tip. My father has arrived. Drinks
Marina
all
mentions
around.
that she's got more tips tonight than they ever had on the Sea Bitch. Probably end up with
Wait, does he know who she is, Marina?
it. Does Captain Pappy know?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, probably. I mean, he's been on the sea for a while. Long
Alright,
enough
well-
to have raised your nasty ass.
I'm gonna talk to Captain Pappy about that. I heard a gossip. What do you know of Marina being the captain of the Sea Bitch?
I know if you say that a bit louder, lad, you're like, you get stabbed.
Yeah,
She isn't too fond of telling people, but my God, she got more booty than I ever did. And that's saying something. Anything else you want to say to him?
that's how I got this fucking
I'm just
mark on my
imagining
face.
Captain Pappy is Goldie Roger.
Could be. I mean, I haven't really thought much about his appearance, except for occasionally people have mistaken him for part Bugbear. Probably due to his very scruffy and uneven facial hair.
Can I introduce you to some friends?
Of course, lad, of course.
Bari and Jonathan.
Well, keeping a lot of new friends, aren't you? Never seen him on board, but that's fine.
I think they'll be a good asset to
He
it.
introduces himself about as eloquently as you expect a drunken old captain.
This is the man who raised me.
Alright, I would like moment he introduces himself.
Even me?
Everybody.
I roll my 20.
It's a 20 plus whatever your
18.
Wow.
Ooh, get your tail out of my
Plus
face.
what?
Your perception.
I got 15.
You got a 20?
Not a natural 20.
No. So 18, 20, and
15.
15. You all notice a sequined edge of a Nuit d'Amour mask sticking just barely out of his jacket.
A mask?
A mask. The kind of flashy
The
sequined
masquerade.
thing for a
Sequins.
masquerade ball.
Is your captain planning on going to this masquerade?
What masquerade? What? I know nothing about no masquerades. Seems to pull his jacket a little bit too tight.
Everybody knows about Soleil Noir. You can't have fat lunchtime without it.
I have plenty of fat lunch times without any help for no mask, with pretty sequins on it or any sort of shiny feathers. Bless you.
No one said anything about feathers.
Agreed, nobody did. Isn't there drink to drink? What are we all sitting around for?
Marina. Another one for him. Put on my tab.
Marina laughs and pours another one. But you notice she pulls something out of her blouse and pours something a little extra into this new round that you bought from Pappy.
Do I notice it? Or should I roll perception to see if I notice it?
You can roll a perception. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
It's a 20, yeah.
But... A natty?
Mm-hmm.
She winks at you as she does it.
Shit, yes. So you perceive it so hard that she perceives you perceiving it. And yes, she winks and pours a little bit more than she would have and gives you sort of a little thumbs up.
Can I put my glass up to her so she pours some of it into mine?
Yes, you may. And she kind of rolls her eyes and pulls your cup back and gives you a little extra.
What's in it? How do I feel? What do I feel afterwards?
Make Pappy toast with you so he chugs it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's
Wait,
fine.
what's the name of our ship?
The good life.
Cheers to the good life.
Cheers to the good life, boy.
And may it bring us many booties.
Oh, I've got enough. You can keep all. You both clink, you drink, and Pappy gets about 3 swallows before he coughs into it, sending alcohol splashing all over his face. My God! Didn't remember it tasted this good. Continues to finish the rest of his flagon. That will bring down any save he has against things.
Wait, what does it do to me though?
Try to ask him about the
You have a
mask.
higher intimidation and persuasion. No.
How long does that last?
What is the? It says it on Ghost Rum what happens when you're drunk.
Oh, so I drink
Higher
some
int-
ghost rum.
No, but you're drunk, so it gives you higher intimidation
And stealth.
and stealth. How does being drunk make you sneaky?
But wait, that's. I have to roll a d10 though.
No, it wasn't Ghost Rum.
It
just
wasn't
gives
Ghost
you the
Rum,
drunk
but
effect.
because
Oh.
that effect is because of the alcohol. So you have a higher intimidation, but he has a lower resistance to being.
Yeah, it's just a flask of pure ethanol.
Yeah. He has a lower resistance to being intimidated, persuaded, or if you just roleplay conversation with him, you have a higher chance of getting something.
I'm gonna ask him if he's planning on where is he?
Ask about that mask.
Are you gonna what's up with the mask?
He looks around a little bit paranoid, and the alcohol makes it all the way up to his eyes as it bleeds out in a few tears.
Do I roll?
I guess I should tell you why I keep disappearing for a week around this time every year. I love Nuit d'Amour, me boy. I love it so much. I love all the shiny colors, and I love all the people running around and being terribly promiscuous right out in the open. Oh, it's
All right.
so fantastic. You can walk into any house and then just get a drink. It's so good. I love it so much.
All right, RuPaul. so he's wearing this mask to.
I love the sachet.
Sachet
No, it's like
away.
a big masquerade party in the streets.
So
but
it's like
everyone's
everybody's wearing masks and acting silly. Think Mardi Gras, but like in a pirate town.
Show me your titties.
Like
Well, I'll show you
Venice.
that, but you're not gonna like what you see.
Put it back on.
Roll back up, please. I want to see all that.
Has he heard any rumors about an assassination
Assassinations?
at the masquerade?
No, nothing about that. Well, plenty of people do get stabbed for saying somebody's mask doesn't look too good. And how dare they? Not me. I didn't stab anyone.
Perhaps we shall join you in the masquerade.
You'd go to the ball with me?
Of course. Well,
Oh, I'd take you any day. All you'd do is ask me. We'd put aside any sort of adventure we were going on, and I'll take you all. I'll even get your masks. I know the perfect lady. Oh, she makes the most beautiful mask. Look! And he pulls his out. Looks like the most fantastically over-the-top, colorful mask. Definitely in stark contrast to the nasty, dingy old clothes he's wearing. And you highly suspect he does wear those clothes to the party.
don't make mine as gay as that. I got a reputation to keep.
There's so many things, more things than I ever saw, more than the magical scrolls and trinkets you see, more than coins that give you access to gods, more than any old kind of story you've ever heard. There are legends to be told at Weedemore, and you'll love every moment of it.
Alright, now I turn to you two. Ask you guys want to go to masquerade.
I mean, you already kind of invited
Yeah.
us, so.
You sort of volunteered the party already.
Yeah, I volunteer you guys for a masquerade, but I'm on a mission. Find this assassin.
You don't want to ask him anything. You don't want to.
How much do you trust him? Do you want to show him this map or not?
He's the one piece.
He's my
we-
father. Of course I'm going to show him my map.
How many pieces do you have?
You guys have one, right? And a
No.
fake map.
No, you have the one that you drew
We only
based
have
on
one
the one.
That's the map of Dragon's Isle. So
Yeah.
y'all aren't talking about the star map.
Okay, let's go to Ken's table and discuss this away from everybody.
So you're all sitting at Ken's table and you're talking. He and Vincenzo are very drunk.
I'm gonna use this one as Captain Pappy. Old Ken.
Alrighty. So you don't want to ask him anything about anything.
I found this map. Does it mean anything to you?
You're showing him not the star map fragments. You're showing him the
one
map you drew.
Yes.
The Dragon Island.
That's easy. It's Dragon Island. Although, and he reaches over and he carves one of the bays a little bit deeper. The shoreline looks a little bit more like that. So he's obviously been there enough to see the mistakes you made while drawing the map and correct them.
I also found this strange tattoo on a patron of a falling star. What say you?
Don't make any deals with a man who wears that on his skin. They're out for something that isn't theirs anymore.
I also have to ask you about the day you found me.
It was a lovely Tuesday. There was only a little bit of rain and the bilge didn't smell so bad as it did the day before. Very rare of the sea. Usually smells worse this time. You were adorable sitting there all bloody and corded to your dead mama. When I cut you free, I said a little prayer for our soul. The last living man on a boat full of goodies for us. Ah, it's fantastic. You, my boy, were the best booty on the ship.
I must ask though, this pendant, it glows. It's never done that while I've had it in my possession. And even so, when I sang the shanty that you taught me, it unlocked this chest. And I prayed to Balamut, and the map shook. So I decided to draw it. Does this mean anything to you?
Well, now. Long time ago, before I ever even found your nasty little ass, there was a pirate pirate king, Edward Teague. Nobody dared challenge his authority on the sea, nor flew their flag against him. They say this was the town where he liked to hide things. They say he was very good at celestial magics, some sort of deal he had made with mages to unlock secrets that no other captain knew. He sealed his treasure not under sand, but behind doors that could only be opened by those who knew how to sing true. You needed the key. It sounds like your pendant is the key. If I'd have known that, lad, I'd have taken it from you. Lucky you that you found it, but it sounds like you found your way into Old T's cabin. And you say the map shook, did it? Aye. Yes. Bahamut would call his attention to an island that belongs to him.
One more thing. I hate to be insensitive. I've never asked you about my parentage, minus my mother. But when I bled upon the symbol, my blood sizzled. What does that mean?
Oh, I don't know, lad. But you always were too hot to handle.
You're the only father I've ever known.
Yeah, not the only one you'll ever have with that attitude. Anything else you want to ask him? Oh, well, so, sorry, I guess you would have had access to this. Speaking of old Ed Teague, they say they've seen him. Down at the docks here, sometimes down the way where the real nasty pirates like to make berth. His ghost has been walking around, looking rather angry, looking rather forlorn. Never says anything but making a real mean face. Lots of folks seen it.
Also, what time's the masquerade at?
That'll be on a different island. He would know which island it is. Especially because he goes there every year religiously.
Shall we accompany him?
If that's what y'all want to do.
Says the group.
Well then, I'll go and make everything ready. You folks go and gather anything you need and meet me back in the morning. Maybe the day after tomorrow.
Do we all have our own room, or are we all sleeping in the same room?
You get a free room as thanks for calming the brawl. So she gave you the rum and a free night at the end. So you guys do have a room and you can go and long rest there.
Yeah, let's do that.
Did either of you have anything else to say to Pappy before the night is over? Right, so you stay at the room, and between the extra experience you had already when you leveled up, the experience you got from orders,
I think adventure experience is probably best, really, rather than trying to like keep track of what the
Yeah.
monsters do. Just give us
So we're-
levels
yeah, I'll just let you know when the
the
levels-
appropriate time for the levels.
so y'all are long resting, and you do get to level up again.
Oh.
So I level 3 now?
Yes. So I actually really appreciated that, Joshua, because calculating it was going to drive me nuts. You guys actually had over half of what you needed to get to level 3 when you leveled up to 2. So between the 2 oozes and the wraith and adventure experience, you definitely gained enough to hit 3.
So
It will increment in more difficult.
what do I gain from that?
Okay, roll another d10.
Switch die?
The one that's the highest number is 10.
The highest number is 0.
This one?
No, it's the other
4
plus your constitution.
plus 2?
So
6.
you get 6 more hit points. So you're at 30.
I was at 20.
No, but your total was 24.
Your total was 24,
Oh.
you're just adding to
Yeah.
it.
Since we're long resting, you'll
I'm gonna use this.
Go for it. Oh, and this will be the first first level where you actually gain access to your Psi Fighter stuff.
Sweet.
Oh, I get second level spells.
Yeah, this definitely looks like Skyrim. It even seems to have the same draw and detail distance. So you already added your HP?
Yeah.
As you wake up, you recognize that something's different.
I have tits.
A latent power was awakened as you slept. As you wake up, you remember a dream tied strongly to your pendant, but it escapes your grasp as you try to remember it. You suddenly realize that you have a new power. You have psionic energy. You are now a Psi Fighter. PSI. It's like spelled like Psi.
PSI.
PSI, like psionic.
Psionic what?
You are a Psi Fighter. So PSI Fighter or Psi Warrior, whatever.
And what comes with that?
So you gain psionic energy dice that fuel your subclass abilities. Times proficiency. So you double your proficiency for psionic abilities.
Where do I find that? Double.
I would just write this into your actions page.
Okay, that's what I'm doing.
Because I've never played a Psi Fighter, so we'll figure out together what this means. Won't that be fun?
What else?
So you get, okay, so you, once per long rest, you have 4d6s that you can add. You can add 1, 2, whatever, you know, whatever. You have 4d6s, or no, you can add 1 at a time, per long rest that you can add to your psionic abilities. So when you use your psychic fighting abilities, or your arcane fighting abilities, you can choose, you have these extra 4 dice that you can roll, like 1 of, for each ability to try to make them stronger. Every time you long rest, you'll get them all back. Time you short rest, you'll get 1 back.
Right.
Features gained: Protective Field. When you or a creature within 30 feet of you take damage, you can roll 1 of your energy dice. You can roll 1 of your energy dice and add your intellect modifier. Subtract the total from the damage that you or that person takes. Oh, y'all are gonna get some much stronger creatures next time. And that will look like a sudden like energy shield in front of you or the person who's about to be hit that seems to repel some of the force of the attack. Your second feature, Psionic Strike, Psionic.
PSI what?
Psionic.
Alright.
When you hit with a weapon, you can use one of your dice to deal extra force damage, and it's dice plus intellect modifier.
Hit with a what, though?
When you hit with any weapon, you can use one of your 4 dice to add the dice plus your intellect modifier to your damage.
So
You
that's,
can only do that once per turn.
This one?
The cube,
It's 4, right?
the d6.
D6.
So 4d6 means you have 4 of them. Like, so it's a d6,
Right.
and you will have 4 of them that you can use either to do the protective field if you want to protect yourself, or add something to an attack, or let's see what else we have.